Welcome to What's Next with Rio, episode number 3. First off, I want to start off by wishing everybody a happy new year. 2022 is here. I wish all the best to you guys this year, and I hope all your goals and aspirations come true in this following year. Last episode, I sat down and talked with Turner Bertree, a high school basketball prep star from Bowling Green, Kentucky. In this episode, it's going to be a little bit different. Every episode, I have different types of guests, whether it's fashion designers, athletes, entrepreneurs, musicians, as you guys will see today. So we're going to be switching things up a little bit. We're going to be talking about music. I know everybody likes music. I love music. I listen to music almost every day. I can't tell you how much songs I have on my playlist. It's endless, but I'm a huge music fan since I can remember. So for this episode, we'll be talking to a very, very special guest. He is the most streamed alternative artist in Lexington, Kentucky. He has the most streamed alternative hip hop song in Lexington, Kentucky as well. He has over 27,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. He is one of the most influential artists in the Lexington, Kentucky area. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Corio.
I lost my mind in Cali. Bad bitch so full of talent. She gon' give in, let me have it. She the type to have my mind blown. Bro told me I'm wildin'. She tell me she Italian. I lost my mind, can't find it. I fly her to my time zone. Take her down, got a nigga trippin'. No slack, she light when I get up in it. Little baby like pain, knowing I can give you. Don't take no time for an intermission. Yeah, don't say that. Yeah, don't play no fine. I'll say it. I lost my mind in California.
All right, Corio, welcome to the show, my man.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on? How was your new year?
It was good, man. Chilled.
Awesome.
Went to get some food. Went to Sky Bar. Just relax a little bit. How was yours, bro?
It was good, man. It was good. Just spent the day in, relaxed a little bit. Got my mind right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. So you're from Lexington, Kentucky. I've been living in Lexington for 5 years now. So I'm sure you've been here your whole life. You grew up in Lexington. You were born and raised. What was it like growing up in Lexington? I know it's probably different for me because, I came here for college, and I wasn't here as a teen. So what was it like, growing up in Lexington, Kentucky?
It's not a huge city, but it's like the second biggest in the state. And you got like inner city going on, and then like all the surrounding counties, all those people travel here. So you literally get to see like a piece of every type of human, bro. It's like it's kind of ridiculous, but like the basketball culture is crazy. Everyone play a sport, bro. Super competitive. I mean, shoot, you already know we be in the gym, but it was fun, bro. Everybody, respected each other. It wasn't that crazy anywhere. Like it was just like a good place to be, bro. A great place to grow up. You end up like watching people go to the league, watching people be successful. Some people popped off and did things with music and stuff, and then they would come back, bro. And like, it's cool because like you can like host something in the side of town. Like they had like Windburn Day, and like a lot of people went out to Windburn from the different sides just to respect, you know what I mean? Because the guys who was over there, like a couple of them really did some things to help the community. So
Yeah.
this is a great place to be, bro. Great love, great action, everything you would want from where you grew up.
Especially if you love basketball. My basketball fans, man, Lexington is the place to be.
Yeah, it is for real.
Yeah.
Ain't no escaping it.
Yeah, for sure. You talked about music. So what got you interested in music?
Honestly, bro, I was in the dorms at WKU, and I would freestyle, and all my homies was like, "Hey, bro, you might want to try to do something with this, bro. And I'm like, I'm like, come on, bro. I'm
Right.
trying to hoop, you know what I mean? But then, sure enough, bro, it got me in there. But I've always like loved music. I've always been super interested in music. It was just, I think, just taking the initiative as a adult
Yeah.
to be like, all right, I'm gonna go pursue music. Like that was
Yeah.
probably the hardest thing.
So
Yeah,
you would say probably basically your supporters or your friends, they saw this talent inside you and they said, you man, you should just go for it, basically.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
Yeah.
that's really cool, just to have that supporting cast behind your back. So how would you
Hmm.
basically describe your music? I personally I've listened to your music. I listen. You're on my playlist. I already talked about. Have a dozen. I have so many songs on my playlist, man. Like, like it's crazy. But yeah, you're on there. You're to me, your music is very diverse. Like, you can do a hip hop song, or you can do a rap song. You can go rap, or you can even do pop. I've seen you. I've heard you do
Right.
pop.
Yeah.
I even remember listening to. I think it was 2 years ago around Christmas. You came out. You made this remix of this Christmas song, and I was
Oh
just like,
yeah.
yeah, I
Hmm.
was just amazed. I was like, man, this guy like he could like switch it up and do any type of music style. That really stood out to me. So, how would you? I want to know. I want to get your perspective on this. Like, how would you describe your music style?
I mean, you did a great job, really. It's just as diverse as possible while, trying to stay true to myself, really. I guess like the best thing that they came up with was like alternative hip hop and alternative R&B because I mean, we all know that like all that stuff has changed. It's not this R&B really don't exist. Hip hop really
Yeah.
kind of barely exists. So like I guess you could consider me like a mix of both, really. Technically, I'll put it like this. This is what I tell people. Technically, like I get the most comparisons from people that on the music with me and stuff. They say like Post Malone, Tory Lane, stuff like that. Well, those guys are hip hop. So
Yeah,
I guess I'm a hip hop artist.
yeah, yeah, definitely, man. That's true. So I want to get into the little details of things. I'm not no songwriter, so I don't really know how it works. I'm sure there's millions of people that doesn't really know how it works.
Hmm.
They just tune in to listen to the song when it actually comes out. But I wanted to ask you, as a songwriter, what goes into making a song? Like what's the process like? I know you said you made.
Yeah. Well, everybody got their process, but one of like the owner of the studio I go to, he just went and got to sit down with some huge writers, like some writers for some names. I mean, Beyonce is one of the people that these people write for, and they just changed my whole outlook recently. They literally was like, you got to find the meaning, the deepest meaning possible, and then tell a story. And once you tell the story, then you take away words and make it as universal as possible.
Right.
So I never did that before. I used to just go to the studio and literally sit in front of the mic and mumble, and then come listen to the mumble and write words that match the mumble. So
Okay.
everybody's different, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can write, but it's really no matter what you don't realize is like you gotta tell a story for real. It's really just storytelling with rhymes, bro. That's really the songs that pop
Yeah.
off. If you think about your most favorite songs ever, bro, like the top songs by every artist you've ever heard, it's just a story.
It's just a story.
That's all it is.
That's
Yeah,
very true. That's very true.
yeah.
Is there like a time frame that you're looking at? Because I know I read online, and it said that you once said that you made at least 11 songs in a week, which is insane. I know I can do anything like that, but you know, is there a time frame, like, or do you just like go with the flow and say, it depends on how I'm feeling?
Yeah, if so now I done kind of got to where like if I have the beat, like if I already have the beat and it's completed, like I give myself no more than like 45 minutes to an hour to finish all the lyrics, all the vocals, Sometimes like 30 minutes. I'm trying to get as quick as possible. But if we're like cooking up from scratch, I say about 2 hours.
Okay.
So
Wow,
yeah.
2 hours, man. That's just locked in, no distractions, head down.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
Speaking of songs, go ahead and talk about your latest single, Phone Off. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard it, go on Spotify. Corio has a new song out called Phone Off. It has over 500,000 plays on Spotify. I wanted to ask you, what's the meaning? What's the story behind that song?
So actually I wrote it at a time where I thought that I thought that the girl I was trying to talk to was entertaining.
Yeah,
She wasn't. It was really just, how men be, bro. It was just some insecurities. I'm like, she gotta have somebody else.
yeah,
So, I just wrote it like that. And it's basically just like tell whoever that is that you good, turn your phone off, and stay the night with me. That's it.
nah,
Everything you be wanting to say when you first, get to know a girl, you be thinking like she's with somebody else. She's texting somebody right now. And you
yeah,
be wanting to be like, bro, just put your phone down. Enjoy me while we here. All that stuff. That's basically all it is,
yeah,
bro.
man. Everyday stuff, basically.
Yeah.
That's cool,
Everyday
man.
stuff.
It's like you said,
Yeah.
just telling a story and just using your everyday life to, put the rhymes together.
Yeah. She really wasn't though. That's what's hilarious.
Yeah,
She wasn't at all. I was just tripping.
yeah. We talked about songs. Give me your top five all time. Who's your top five all time? This is such a hard question because, like, for me,
Okay.
man, there's so many good artists, and you have the different time frames, the different eras. You all got to put that together, and that's hard. So, what's your top five all time? I just want to know.
See, I all right, so hip hop rap, Drake, Biggie,
Yeah, Biggie gets.
Wayne, Snoop, and I'll tell you why Snoop in a second. And that last one gets hard, bro. That last one and Thug.
Oh, you putting Thug in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I say this because I think all five of them dudes are some of the most influential. Like we don't got Wiz if we don't got Snoop. Without Biggie, you feel me? All the whole luxury life, like my life is what it is, like that type rap ain't even a thing.
Yeah.
And then like Drake, bruh, got all yeah, everybody sings now. And then you got Thug, bruh. Everybody know Thug got a million sons in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then Wayne, bruh, that wordplay was ridiculous. So
Yeah, Wayne was different.
I was listening to some old Wayne the other day, bro, and I started like just feeling like I was young again, bro, like a little kid.
Wayne
It
was
was
different,
crazy. I was like,
man.
man, he's a goat.
That was my childhood, Lil Wayne.
Yep.
Lil Wayne, man. For all the
hmm
the young gen don't know about Lil Wayne like how we do, but
Nah, they don't. They probably just think he's crazy or something.
yeah, yeah, they don't know about him like
I'm
that,
like, bro, you don't understand. That's just Wayne. He's hard.
man. So, out of all those artists or any ones that you didn't mention, who would you say is your biggest influences?
um, Probably Drake. For sure. Just trying to be versatile. Um,
It's the GOAT right there.
oddly, and yeah, yeah, for real. Oddly enough, bro, Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
Like, I love Jimmy. Like, I love Jimmy, bro. So that guitar, like, I always gotta have a
Yeah.
guitar. And my favorite songs that I made, always gotta have a guitar, bro. It's weird.
I like
But
I
them
like how
two,
you have
yeah.
yeah, I like how you have like different artists from different types of music. I love that. So what makes you different from like all these other rappers out here? There's so many rappers. You have lots of rappers in Lexington, state of Kentucky altogether. There's thousands of rappers. What makes you stick out?
Um, I think the only way to even stick out at this point with everybody that make music, is to just tell your own story, bro. Just be yourself for real.
All right.
Because I mean, you could listen to my music and kind of understand that that's what make it different. Is like, oh, he talking about him compared to like money and women, cars, like drugs, like all that. Like, yeah,
Right.
that's mixed into the life, but and right now we're gonna talk about the life that I live because it's more relatable to people. When you just talk about what you go through, we all go through the same versions of what everybody else go through. It's just, it's just a different way. But
Exactly. Nah, you said it,
yeah,
man. You said it.
yeah.
So, we talked about different artists that influence you. So, who do you compare yourself to? For me, I think you're very similar. I was talking to my friend the other day about you. I was like, Corio, he reminds me of, he has a little Drake in him. You can do all types of music. You can hip hop rap. You could hit R&B a little bit, and you have different styles. You could even sing. I compare you to Drake. I know that's a lot to live up to, but hey, it's a
Appreciate that.
it's a it's a comparison, right? So
No, I appreciate that. I mean, I have to agree, bro, because that's the GOAT. And I mean, I don't know, bro. We both light skinned.
I was just gonna say
I be
that.
singing. we
Like,
both
both light
emotional,
skin.
bro.
I was just gonna say that, man.
Hey, I mean, it gotta be that. We both emotional, light skinned,
Yeah,
and singing and trying to be,
y'all
not
got that
scared to talk
connection.
about women.
Y'all got that
Yeah.
connection, man. Who are some of the artists that you're listening to while you blasting the car? While you blasting that music in the car?
Bro, after I make the song, I listen to myself like that night, and then like I'll probably not listen to it for a
Yeah.
while. But every once in a while, I'll go like when we hit the road or something, like I'll go through and just re-listen. Like that'd be my times, like on the highway. But besides that, bro, I'm listening to Lil Baby. Matter of fact, let me open it up.
For sure, bro. We
Let
need
me
that.
open it up. Money Man.
Okay,
I'm
money
listening
man.
to Money Man right now in a different way. I'm repeating this, man.
Got more
Mm,
repeat.
Bro, Money Man. Oh,
Young Blue.
Young Blue is getting played a lot by me right now.
Young Blue.
Kodak is always getting played by me, even on his older songs. Like I just can't stop.
Yeah, Kodak.
ESTG for sure. Lil Baby, Hot
Baby.
Boy, Thug. Like them is my big ones, bro. Them is some and Gunna too. Them is some where it's
Yeah,
like
don't
I will
forget
never
Gunna.
stop listening. Yeah, I'll never stop listening to these people.
Don't forget Gunna.
Yeah. hmm
And Kodak. Kodak's. Yeah, especially his old stuff. His old stuff is slept on. a
But
lot, a
I
lot
don't
of people
know.
don't
Do
know
you
about his
like Can
old
I?
stuff. Huh?
Nah, Can I?
Nah, I
Can I
don't.
ball? Can I chill?
Oh, you talking
Can
about
I
the song?
stand?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Bro, that song is
Yeah.
forever gonna be the anthem, bro.
Yeah, man. That's that Kodak.
For
A
real.
lot of people don't know about that Kodak, man.
Mm-mm.
I want to talk to you about your fan base. Obviously, you're very popular in the city of Lexington. You have a strong, supportive community in Lexington. How does it feel to have that behind you?
Oh, it's beautiful, bro. Um, there's not like there's not even hate here. Like if someone hates me, bro, it's because they make music too, and it's probably like more or less like competitive.
Competitive.
Like I mean, I don't even think that you can even like hate an artist from where we're from, bro, because it's against the odds. You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna hate somebody, and if they make it, you gotta respect them. You know what I mean? It's like you gonna would just hate them, and then they make it, and you know how hard it is to make it, and then you gonna still hate on them. Like, can't hate nobody from here, bro. It's hard, and it's just so much love, bro. Like walking around, bro, you just like I be going into the gas station, bro. Dudes be like, "Hey, bro, keep doing your thing." Da da da. You'd be like, "Damn, like it's really growing. Like it's really something." And people not scared to show love because they want to see somebody do it too. But ain't nobody ever did it from here.
That's what's
ever.
up.
They want to see it happen.
That's what's
Yeah,
up. That's having that extra juice in you. You know, you have that extra supporting cast to push through when times get hard. You always know you got them on your back. So
yeah, for
that's a
sure.
that's a wonderful thing to have. So I wanted to talk to you about Lexington is your city. What about everywhere else? Like, how are you gonna continue to expand your brand and your fan base going forward?
Yeah, this year, bro, we're like cooking something up, bro. I'm gonna get to the point within like these first couple months where I'm gonna drop a song, and after that song drop, I'm going to drop a song every 2 weeks until the year's over.
Wow.
So we got the rest of this month to kind of get the mixes in line and get things lined up, and then after that, as soon as you see, just know the first song you see, bro, me drop, there's gonna be another one in 2 weeks, and I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm gonna just let you know, and your people gonna know it when they watch it. And then everybody who watches, they gonna be like, okay, he's drawn drop every 2 weeks. But that's the plan, bro. And then just traveling when you can, not being scared to pop out,
Yeah.
not being scared to promote yourself through social media or whatever, and just really just grinding, bro. We've tried different ways, bro. Like the last couple years, like we've tried different ways, and we've grown. Like honestly, like I did a rebrand and like my stuff went through the roof. And from that point, it's like, okay, well, people biting, people love it, people listening. So we just want to hit them with it, bro. I think that's the best way to grow is just repetition, bro. You drop 30 a night over and over, your name gonna get out there
Yeah, man.
for sure.
No,
Yeah,
facts. Did COVID affect you in your attempt to expand your brand? Like, what role did
yeah.
COVID play for you?
Well, I ain't gonna cap. COVID really like sat me down for real. We was going. I'll put it like this: 2020 opened up, and I had every week of January and February I had an event, and I had went to 4 different cities,
Yeah.
and then we was gonna go to like a city a month until the end of that year, and we still went to like a couple places. We went to Atlanta, we went to Nashville, Cincinnati. Like we still went places, but bro, it was hard. It was
Yeah,
hard to
man.
do that. Yeah, with the COVID, because people, the clubs wasn't. No, I'm gonna put it to you like this, bro. We went to Atlanta and Nashville, and mind you, both these places was open for majority of the time. You know what I mean? So we in Atlanta, we can't even find nowhere to eat, bro. It's 12. This is Atlanta, bro. And so we finally find like a couple spots like in the heart of downtown. Like it's 12, bro. Like normally you could get a steak in Atlanta at 5 in the morning.
Mm.
You know what I mean? We in Nashville, bro, and like Broadway closes down at like 11:30. And I'm like,
Stack.
you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking like they not gonna close. You know what I mean? Like we could still make something happen.
Right.
And so it was hard, but it definitely put a lid on it. But at the same time, at that time I was still going under Al Capone, and I hadn't met a lot of people. And also COVID brought out like that app Clubhouse, and one of my homies, he put me on it, and he's well connected, so he was bringing me in rooms, and I'm learning stuff. So I literally, because of COVID, I put a pause on a lot, but the stuff I learned in COVID is the reason why, like when we rebranded and dropped, we was able to run up like in a year like 700,000 streams. So
Wow.
like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like them, like notoriety was on pause, but at the same time, like the mental and the knowledge was growing. So it was kind of like a blessing in disguise for real.
Yeah, definitely. You said
Yeah,
that for my viewers, Corio was formerly known as Lionel Capone. I want you to talk about that name change. Why the name change from Lionel Capone to what you're known as now, Corio.
yeah. Well, Corio's my last name, and Young Nonchalant Lifestyle, that was YNL, and Capone, it came from a nickname, just Cap Capone back like like
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Right. Right.
So when I'm looking down and I'm like, damn, young nonchalant lifestyle. How long you gonna be young? You know what I mean? You can't look up and be like 30, bro, talking about
That's funny.
lying hell. Like all
Yeah.
the young dudes is gonna be like, bro, you too old to be in here. so, so it's like at a certain point you gotta be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you feel me? Like I'm young enough, but at a certain point, bro, you gonna be like Future.
Oh, I love Future. Future's
Yeah, me
probably
too.
yeah. Future's probably one of my top, probably my top artists, one of my top artists today. Future, I got
Yeah,
Drake in there. I like Baby, Gunna. Um, you said Biggie Smalls. I love Biggie Smalls. I grew up on Biggie Smalls, man. I'm originally from New York, so
I
I'm
was, I
all,
was about to say you probably gonna like this what I
yeah,
said.
man. Yeah, I'm all about that. I'm all about that. But I want to get into. You talked about performing at different cities. You know, you've been to Atlanta, you've been to Nashville. What's your favorite city to perform at? If you, or do you have a favorite performance, if you could remember?
In Lexington, like I do like the events and stuff. Like I'll throw like the events, everybody come out and for a while like we was going crazy with them. And I remember this one event like it was so deep, bro. Like it was called Big Blue Madness After Party, bro. And it was like it was the last year of PJ Washington and Hero and them.
Yeah.
And this was like the last year before COVID. And I'm talking about, bro, it's deep. It's like 500 people in there. And I start playing one of my songs and I'm performing it and people knowing the words. Like people usually know the words, but like they knew like a lot of people knew the words. And I think like that wasn't the biggest one or the most hype, but that was like the most memorable, bro, because it was a super shock because I'm looking at all I don't even know these people.
Yeah.
And people over here like, yo, like screaming the words back to me. I could have pulled one of these. I could have pulled one of them. Like that's how crazy it was. I'll never forget that.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shows how your brand's growing. You could see it from your perspective. And I'm sure that's very meaningful to you as well, just to see that, all this hard work you're putting in, you're starting to see some success come out of it. So that's wonderful. Any advice to anyone who has similar aspirations or goals, who wants to, head into the music
Man.
industry?
Um, even in life, bro, because really the things that I think I learned chasing music is probably the deepest things for my life that I could ever learn for real. It's just kind of like get to a point quickly where you can know yourself and what you're good at. And once you understand what you're good at, and once you know yourself and you understand what you want to do, and all that comes together, then you can take advice from people and put it where it needs to go. And because advice is really like, if you listen, like that's like the number one thing that's gonna help you.
My
But if you
God.
like, but if you know when not to listen, that can help you just as much. So it's like knowing what you're good at, knowing like, which parts of your life is in line and not needing the advice there. And being able to also, if someone gives you the advice for that, you think you're good in that area, like say you think you're good financially, and someone come along and tell you a way that you can build your financials even more than you ever thought. Being open to that, even when it comes, it's just like it's kind of like you got to get to a point where you can decipher between good information and bad information. And once you get there, you can do anything. You got to chase your dreams, though. You got to chase like something you want to do, because if not, you're gonna be miserable, and then you're gonna take all the advice because you don't even know what to do, and all the advice ain't good advice. So it's kind of knowing yourself, knowing what you want to do, knowing what you're good at, and then being able to say no is huge, and then being open to everyone around you is
Definitely.
even bigger. Yeah.
Definitely, man. You said it. Being a sponge, and just basically,
Hmm.
you said everything that I follow, in my life. I try to be a sponge and take little things from everybody. That's why I wanted to make this podcast, for myself as well, so I can meet new people, and take little things from their stories and apply it to my life. So, well said, Corio. What we do here on What's Next with Rio, we always end out with two main questions. I'm sure you know about these questions. What's next for you, and where do you see yourself in 5 years?
What's next is, honestly, I want to make 100K this year, bro. So that's what's next. And in 5 years, I would like to be the top alternative artist in the state, as well as the region, as well as the nation. And I would like to own at least 5 major corporations. So got to set them big, bro, because then if you get close, then you're not disappointed.
You have to, man. You have to.
Yeah.
I like how you
sure.
have many different goals. It's not just one goal that you're going after. You're very motivated to get all different types of goals, and I respect that, my man. I wish you all the luck. Viewers, if you haven't heard Corio, check him out on Spotify. Like I said, he has over 500,000 listens on Spotify. He has 27,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Very popular artist in the state of Kentucky. So, Corio, I want to thank you for coming on here. It's been a pleasure. I wish you all the best. Good luck in the future. I hope you have a wonderful 2022. And I'm be listening to these songs that you're gonna be dropping. They'll be for sure added to my playlist. So thank you for coming on here, Corio.
No, thank you, bro. Thank you for having me, man. It was fun, bro. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? Keep doing it. You already know I'm with you. I'm behind you. So
I appreciate you, my man.
Way, bro. It's gonna work out for you. We up.
I appreciate you, my man. Well, that's all we have, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that subscribe button for me. And make sure you go check out Corio as well. He's on all platforms. He's not just on Spotify. He's on Apple Music as well. So check him out. He's also formerly known as YNL Capone. So if you want to check his older music out, you can do that as well. That's all we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for our next episode of What's Next with Rio. And I am going to be out of here. So hit that subscribe button, though. Don't ignore me.
I don't be tripping on women at all, I'm crazy.